Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? Captain Monk here again. This is a gameplay commentary on the map Outpost. Gonna be using the FAD extended mags with the autumn camo, also known as fall camo from Modern Warfare 2. Now, I've got a pretty in-depth topic for you guys today, but for those of you who have already heard this topic on Green Goblin's channel, back when I was in that competition, feel free to click out the video right now, because I've already talked to you guys about this, but for those of you who were not there and did not see that, this topic's pretty in-depth, so get ready, because this is pretty intense. But what I'm basically going to be talking to you guys about is what it takes to be good at Call of Duty. Now, this comes down to 3 different topics. Now, like I said, guys, if you've already heard this commentary from me on Green Goblin's channel, that's not the exact same commentary, but it's the exact same topic. So if you've already heard it, just feel free to click off, guys. I don't mind, but for the subs that missed it, I want to make sure they understand my opinion on this stuff. So it comes down to 3 topics. So the first topic we've got here is basically, it comes down to 3 things, like I've said, but the 3 things are mental, physical, and basically your equipment. So let's get into mental first. Last time I did it with physical first, but I don't think people understood, so let's go with mental first. Now, mental basically comes down to like memorization, like muscle memory and stuff, and that's just all in your head with your ability to use your controller and stuff. And if you play the game enough, you'll memorize movements and stuff. You'll memorize reloading. Like guys, think of it this way: when you ever let your little brother play, does your little brother just go if you have a little brother? This is just an example. If you don't have a little brother, just bear with me here. But like when you have a little kid play who's never played before, I'm not saying you should, but if you do, and that kid's never played before, it doesn't even matter who it is. If the person's never played before, they're gonna ask you how they could play the game. Like, what are the controls? What does what? And honestly, when I answer these questions, I honestly sometimes forget what does what, because it's muscle memory. I've remembered like so deep in my head all these controls and how to do what that I don't even think to myself, because I play on PlayStation, right? I don't think reload is triangle. I just think reload. Like, I don't think what it is. I just think reload. Like, I don't have to do this, and that's all mental. It's all in your head. Mental also comes down to just knowing what you're doing, like map knowledge. That's very important in Call of Duty. If you've never played the map, chances are you're not going to do very well unless you're playing against a bunch of complete retards. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, but when I say retards, I mean people who have no idea what the heck they're doing. And that's a fact. And if you've played the game enough, so mental just basically comes down to playing the game. So that's pretty much that. Now, this is something that I think I should mention, and this comes down to the second topic, and this comes down to be like physical. Now, if you guys watch Wings of Redemption, and some of you may be laughing right now because you know exactly what I'm going to be getting at here, but for those of you who watch Wings of Redemption, everyone knows he's a really defensive player. I'm not going to call him a camper, but he's very defensive. He plays his game very slow paced. He doesn't like to rush. He likes to sit back. He uses M16 and his American weapons. For some reason, he only uses American weapons like the ACR and the M4 and M16, but regardless, it's a little off topic, but he always likes to sit back, and he explains that the reason he does that is because he's an older guy and his reaction time isn't all that good. And you know what, that makes sense, because when you're older, your reactions aren't up to par. And you know, there are some exceptions. Don't go and tell me, oh, this guy's like 50 years old and he's got the greatest reaction time. There are exceptions, but overall, if you're an older person, your reactions aren't going to be very good. And Call of Duty is a twitch shooter, so that pretty much means that whoever gets on target first is pretty much going to win, because the gun's got low recoil, high damage. Whoever gets on target first wins, and that comes down to reactions and hand-eye coordination. That's pretty much all it is, guys, and that's why I recommend playing on 10 sensitivity, because you can react faster with 10 sensitivity. But if you play like Wings of Redemption, you're very defensive and you don't really move around much, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But if that's the case, a lower sensitivity is better for you. But that's just a fact. Now, the third thing you guys are going to want to know about the third topic here is equipment. Now, this comes down to things like headsets and TVs and stuff. Now, when you're going to want a headset, because that allows you to be more aware, because you can hear stuff around you, and it's just better because you can hear stuff around you, like I've said, and you be more aware. And being aware is key in Call of Duty, because yeah, reacting fast is important, but if you don't see the guy, you're not going to react to him, and awareness comes before reacting, right? That's just how it works. So having a headset does come in handy a lot, believe me. My KD went from like a 1.3 in Modern Warfare 2, because I sucked at that game, to like a 2, almost a 3 in Black Ops, because of a headset. So trust me guys, headsets are the biggest help you'll ever find. Like, they're really helpful. Another thing is like TVs and stuff. Now, I'm not gonna say, oh, big TV's bad, small TV's bad, medium-sized TV's great, because one thing people did point out to me is it doesn't matter how far away you sit from your TV. Like, if it's a 20-inch, but you're sitting right up in front of it, like, it's like a computer monitor, because some people have computers like right in front of them, so I'm kind of related it to that. Or it's like a phone where it's like that close to you because it's in your hand almost. But when you're using something like that, it's better to have a smaller screen. But what you basically want to do is you want to have it so that, how do I explain this? From wherever you're sitting from your TV, you want to make it so you do not have to look around. Like, you don't have to turn your eyes. You just want to keep your eyes straight. Like, how do I explain this? This is a tough topic to explain. Like, when you're looking at your TV, you do not have to be turning your head. Like, your chin should stay still, and you should just be moving your eyes to see. Because if you're turning your chin to see what's up on the screen, you're blocking out the entire other half of your screen or a bit of your screen, and that's something you're unaware of now. So you want to make sure that you can see your entire screen with your head facing to the center, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, guys, because I really don't know if it's making sense. But like, that's something you need to know, because you need to be aware of everything around you. Because if you turn your head slightly to the right and are looking like different, like the right, for example, because you're really close to a big screen TV, you're blocking out the entire left side of the screen. So you can't do that. So if you've got a big screen, I recommend sitting farther back, obviously. But if you've got a TV that's really tiny and you're squinting, that's not good enough. You're gonna have to get a bigger TV if you want to be successful, because not being able to see is very important. So that pretty much wraps up the 3 topics, guys. And really, that's all it takes to be good at Call of Duty, is playing a lot, not being some guy who's like 50 years old and has terrible reaction time, and you should be good at Call of Duty. I mean, it's that simple. You just gotta play a lot. Now, here's 2 videos you guys may have missed, and if you did, go and check them out. The first one we got here is Road to Gold Episode 9, with the L11 Sniper. It's a pretty good video. I spent quite a long time trying to make it, so I put a lot of time in these Road to Gold videos, and this one's not really getting that many views compared to the others. So I thought I'd link it to you guys. So if you want to check that out, just click on the screen right there, right on the little video, I guess you can say. And another video you guys may have missed is Modern Warfare 3 rebalancing Perk Tier 2. So in this video, I basically look over the Perk Tier 2, and I talk about what I think they should adjust or change to make the Perk Tier 2 like more balanced, because there's some perks that are really overused and some that are never used. So just click on the screen if you want to see that one, and also you can click on subscribe if you want to subscribe to me, and click on the little Twitter thing at the bottom left if you want to check out my Twitter. I am pretty active on my Twitter. I link videos to you guys if you haven't seen them already and stuff like that, in case the sub boxes don't work and I talk to other YouTubers. So yeah, make sure to check that out, and I'll see you guys next time.